grounding to the frame somewhere. Somewhere grounding to the frame. Let's look in here. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. Today we're back with our Honda CT110 from the year of 1980. Trying to sort out our wiring gremlins. Let me show you what it's doing. So I have my multimeter set for continuity. So we get a little beep, right? So let's go here, my black and white wire, which runs to my points. That guy, and then if I go to my ground, I'm getting continuity. So my black and white wire is grounded somewhere. See, if I go all the way here to my points, I'm getting juice there to my points. I mean continuity to my points. And the crazy thing, my black and white wire, which is right here. Let me get you guys down a little closer. So if I go, I'm still on my black and white wire up in the headlight bucket. If I go here to my black and white wire on the bottom, let me make sure I'm connected here. Here. In here, it's where my black and white wire goes to my points. Bad thing is, it's disconnected right here. So I'm grounding out somewhere. Turn this light on, make it a little easier for you guys. See here, this is the green wire, which is my ground. So my black and white wire is grounding out. So my coil is good. I just have a ground issue somewhere with my black and white wire. So let's see if we can trace this guy back and see if we can figure it out. Okay, so I disconnected all of my grounds in the headlight bucket. So let's see if I still get it. I need a ground and my black and white. Jeez and Pete's. Here's my black and white and my ground. Nope, still getting it. Still getting it. So let's look on the other side by the battery. Okay, let me unplug this switch here. This is my black and white. I already did the ground. So let me get that off. Okay, switch is completely unplugged. So now let's test continuity between my black and white one right here, here and here. Oh, wrong one. Here and here. Okay, so we're not there. So was it in here? Yeah. So it's in my switch in the run position, but it shouldn't be doing it in my wires all the time because it was doing it with the key on. Let's see. Not doing any more. I'm completely disconnected. That's just the thing going off. It's not happening here. Not happening here. Yeah, did it go? Yeah, see, it's still black and white is still going to ground. So I'm thinking it could be switch is out of the mix, which is not the switch. It's one thing for the switch to ground it out. I guess that would be good, but it shouldn't be grounding any other time. Let's try right here and ground it. Not from that one. Let's see. Let's go. Let's try this again. Black and white right here. And then let's just ground it to right. Still grounding out somewhere. I wonder if it's in. Still in? Let's see. Yeah. Everything is disconnected from here. It's disconnected right here. Goes to this one. I wish I could isolate where it was. See, it's not in the wires. It's in the... It's grounding to the frame somewhere. Somewhere grounding to the frame. Let's look in here. Okay, I have every wire disconnected. Every wire disconnected. The only thing that is plugged in right now is this plug. Everything else is disconnected, and I have my key switch on, and I have that back in to show you this. Let me get you set up. Okay, so my key is currently in the off position, right? I've got my one side of my multimeter plugged into the black and white, and I'm just going to go to the frame. And I don't have a wire hooked up. My grounds, I don't have a ground connected to the frame at all. Everything is disconnected. I'm still grounding out here. Again, the only thing connected is my stator wire right here and the ignition. So if I turn, now I should, see, now I don't get anything. This thing. Okay. So I should be grounding at that point because that's the kill switch, right? It's off, so I don't have any power going to anything. But if I turn the key on, in the on position, I still am grounded, which is my no spark issue. But I don't have a single ground wire connected. But watch what happens when I unplug this. So if I unplug my stator, a wire's coming from there, which is, there's not a, I've got a black and white wire that goes into that, and that's it. Now, so my grounding issue must be in my stator somewhere, because that would be the only place it would be grounding. Right here. So watch, if I connect it back up. And that's in both the off and the on position. So we get to dig into the other side and see what's there. We're gonna have to get into our open heart surgery in the next episode. It's late now, and I've got to take these foot pegs off to be able to get this whole thing off so I can then check it. But at least we have it isolated to one location. If my stator's bad, I do know I have another one. We've got a parts bike that I can pull from, so I can dig that out. So it could be a couple of things. We're just gonna have to get it apart, then test it, and then see what we end up with. But at least we've got it into one location. And it took me hours. I mean, unplugging everything, plugging everything in, going through the whole thing. I came very close to just pulling the whole wiring harness out to then take it apart to check and see if I had any wires that were grounded in there. Thankfully, I did not do that, and I just kept going through it. I feel very confident that we have it isolated into one area. It grounds, nothing, no ground wire is plugged in. All the green wires are disconnected. And the only time it grounds to the engine is when this guy is plugged in. And so the only place it could ground to the engine is in here, because I'm not connected. I don't have a single wire connected to the frame at all. So I feel pretty confident that it is somewhere related behind this cover, my stator, my condenser, something like that. So we'll dig into that in the next episode, and fingers crossed, hopefully it's something simple that we find. Worst case scenario, we just put a new stator in there and replace the parts, and everything will be good. What's your method for trying to identify these electrical gremlins? Man, this one was making me crazy. I truly thought this one was self-induced. I thought I'd plugged something in the wrong way because everything was disconnected before when I took it apart to paint it. So I thought I had caused it. Now it looks like it's identified down to the stator. So maybe I was not the cause. We'll find out. But in the next episode, we'll take this guy completely apart. We'll probably have to order a gasket for this side cover. Yeah, because it'll probably leak if I don't get one. So I'll have to order that to be able to put it all back together. But I always say you fix the first thing so you get to fix the next thing. So this is what we're doing. We make the bike all pretty so we get to take it all apart again so that we can fix the thing that we didn't know was the thing. But it's the thing. When we first got this motorcycle running, I took it out, rode it to the car wash to wash it. On the way back, it did die. And then I ended up, after a few minutes, I got to start back up and rode it home. And it never really had that problem again. I don't think that I lost power. I think it would always start. But you never know. That could have been a sign way back then. Didn't quite fit it. It was intermittent, happened once, maybe twice, and then it didn't happen again. So it's kind of interesting. Hopefully we've got it sorted out, and then we'll know for sure when we take it apart in the next episode featuring the CT110. I want to get this guy sorted so I can take it camping. So guys, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And do me a favor, like, tag, share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.
45 years of heat and rain, tiny little wires driving me insane. Meter keeps beeping every time I check. This old Honda's got me second guessing every step. Black and white wire headed straight to ground. Somewhere in this harness trouble has been found. Unplug this, test it, try it all again. Vintage motorcycle, patience wearing thin. One wire away from bringing it to life. One spark away from hearing it tonight. Digging through the darkness, one strand at a time. Chasing down gremlins in these old Honda lines. Hey! Whoa, this old CT110. Hey! Whoa, ain't giving up without a fight. Pull the side cover, shine the flashlight in. Old cracked wires underneath the tent. Stator looking guilty, but I still don't know which little gremlin stopped the voltage flow. Every plug disconnected one by one. This kind of work ain't exactly fun, but when that spark finally starts to glow, it'll all be worth it on the CT110. One wide away from bringing it to life. One spark away from hearing it tonight. Digging through the darkness, one strand at